It's New Year's Eve.
It's New Year's Eve.
And this is our New Year's special.
Yeah.
It's about half
Keeping
an hour.
you company. 'Cause
Indeed.
We can't see any company.
I know. We're in tier 4, which means that no one is allowed past our doorstep. No one's going to be doing first footing in the morning.
Except for us.
Well, yeah, that doesn't count because we live here.
Well,
Anyway, it's about half an hour before New Year. And so you're going to have to put up with us for a few minutes. And then we're going to welcome in the new year together with you.
woohoo!
Woo. Oh, my God, I haven't got the party poppers.
Party poppers. What? Do you want to open the champagne?
Well,
first?
we'll do that. Shall we open it now?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got
We
champagne.
should just drink some.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, then we can... You carry on talking whilst I do this.
So, have you got any New Year's resolutions?
I don't make New Year's resolutions.
Why is that?
Because I kind of think, well, if you want to do something, if you want to give something up or take something up, you should just do it. You shouldn't wait until January the 1st to have conviction. Just get on. Why make one day of the year special? Just get on and do it.
I mean, I don't disagree, but I think it's just a nice initiative. And it's nice to set goals, if anything, I think, because you kind of, poo!
That was a real champagne cork,
If you look at
ladies
the
and
audio,
gentlemen.
It just spiked right
Really?
up.
Oh, right.
Because you did it right in the microphone.
As will our whatever once we get this alcohol inside us.
Uh-oh. I think it's just a nice way to reflect and then see what is it that you think you could have done more of, or
Well, yeah, but
yeah,
why?
you can do that
you
any
can do
day
that
of the
any
year,
time,
but it's just
yeah.
a nice tradition to reassess and just
Okay.
realize stuff.
So, what are you going to reassess?
Well, I made my vision board today
Oh, right.
for the new year, so
And
I'm
what's?
ready.
Well, I haven't seen your vision board yet. I haven't had a vision of your vision board. So, what's on the vision board? What's in your vision?
Well, the big things.
Cheers, by the way.
Shall we clink? Close
Yeah,
the
look,
microphone
here
too?
you go. That didn't
That
clink
didn't
very
sound
well. Try a bit
impressive.
higher.
It sounds plastic.
It does. It's not
Where's
plastic.
the crystal?
Yeah.
That sounds so anticlimactic. So my vision board, I have with big capital letters of music, and I've put a picture of a studio, and I've put a picture of Spotify charts. I've put our podcast. I've put a little podcast charts, as in, because we're going to be in the charts. You may not know it, but we are going to be in the charts.
So what do you have to, the charts would be the top, 20, 10?
Yeah.
That's quite a bit. You've got to really pass this on and tell your friends to listen if we're going to make that.
And I've put that I'm going to be collaborating with new musicians. I'm very confident in my skill, basically, and I'm going to be releasing more music in the new year. I'm
Good.
going to be spending more time doing this. I've put that financial stability.
Financial stability.
Yeah, and financial income. So all these creative endeavours of mine are going to start...
Pay off your debts.
Yeah, I'm going to start giving me income.
Excellent.
Stable income.
Can I put the rent up?
I've put health, obviously, very important.
Elf.
Health.
I thought you were talking about Santa's helpers for a moment.
No.
No.
I've put health, I've put financial, I've put music.
That's all very good. What about friends?
I put love.
Love.
Yes.
Love.
So I think I'd say friends go under love.
Well, that's good. Okay, well...
I didn't put travel. I did debate whether I should put travel or not.
Who knows? We might be able to travel sometime within the next 10 years or so.
Yeah, so I don't know. I didn't put travel. Maybe later on. I've left space to add on more.
I'm going to get an e-bike. That's part of my vision.
Okay.
And I'm going to travel in a more eco-friendly system in a way with my e-bike, you see, so I can go on journeys with my e-bike and not pollute the planet.
Wow. Good for you.
There we go. That's part of my vision.
Good for you.
I'm going to go on a few trips next year. COVID
Permitting.
willing, so to speak.
Are we drinking any of the champagne? Or
No, we're just going to let it. We're just going to hopefully wait it evaporate.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, there we go. That sounds better. But I haven't got a vision board as such.
Up my nose.
Oh,
I
really?
felt it go.
Yeah, that's the nature of champagne. So you've been far more productive than I have in terms of mapping out your whatever
My life.
life. Whereas all I've just been doing is planning a trip.
And I wrote down a bunch of rules that I'm going to have to stick to in order for
Rules?
these goals to happen. Yeah.
Oh, good.
So I've put, for example, that I have to exercise at least 3 times a week.
Good.
That I have to sit down and write regardless of outcome at least 3 times a week.
This is all very positive. I'm really, really pleased for
So
you.
other than just speaking it, I've put like rules that I'm going to try and keep to. Not try, I'm going to keep to.
No, you're going to, yes.
So that I can accomplish the things on my vision board.
I remember when you were at school, the year that you had school in the UK, you got stars if you accomplished various things during the week. Maybe we could have a star system.
Yeah, maybe like £1,000.
Well, that would be an incentive, I guess. And it may be you can then tick off the financial stability bit straight away.
Yeah, exactly.
That wasn't quite what I was thinking, but it's a plan.
Yeah, so you don't believe in New Year's resolutions?
Well, the trouble is, I guess I always used to pretty much make the same one, which is boring, which is like, oh, you know,
happy!
be happy and be a better person or something like that, you know.
Which is fine.
Yeah, I know, but it's just a bit dull and predictable, isn't it? I mean, you know.
Well, you're going to be a better person with your e-bike.
Absolutely.
Saving the planet one e-bike at a
Saving
time.
one e-bike at a time, yeah. Although, of course, what one needs to take into consideration are all of the things that have gone to make the e-bike in the first place.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's not the e-bike itself allows you to be eco-friendly, but isn't exactly eco-friendly. I guess it's more eco-friendly than a car. Yeah, if you're going to have some form of transport that is not just Shanks's pony, I guess it's probably the...
Shanks's pony?
Yes, your feet.
Oh, I didn't know what that meant.
Well, it means basically under your own steam, you know, walking, running, jogging.
Learn something every day.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to cut you off because you just don't have a New Year's resolution. So
No.
I thought you would have said something, but I'm going to move on swiftly and ask, do you know any New Year's traditions?
Yeah, plenty. Oh, I think did we mention first footing before? I can't remember.
You said
Yeah.
that no one's allowed in, so no one
That's
can
right.
first foot.
So that's right, and you can't first foot. Do you know the tradition of first footing?
Isn't it that you have to walk in with the right foot?
Well, it's basically that the first person who comes into your house on New Year, kind of predicts what your fortune for that year will be.
Predicts?
Yeah,
Or
it's a
indicates?
kind of indicates is probably a better
So they're
word.
not
Yeah.
coming in and saying...
No. And
predicting
they're
it.
an indication of how your year's going to
So
be.
if it's like...
So if they
your
come in,
lover,
well,
means
it can
love.
manifest itself in different ways. And so it's partly to do with the temperament of the person.
So if they're angry...
Yeah, they come in angry, then they're going to have a
Okay. Yes.
And that's also why they're meant to come in bearing a gift. So, and again, traditionally that gift would have been something to do with heat, light, or food. So maybe a cake, maybe a candle, or a piece of coal.
I see.
Or, of course, a drink.
In Greece, we just say you just have to enter with the right foot.
Oh, right. Okay. So, because your left foot is your evil foot.
Actually,
What?
is it the champagne getting to my head? But I can't remember. Dixie. You go in with a Dixie foot, which is the...
I assume it must be the right foot.
I think it's the right.
Because the left is always associated with evil.
Yeah, well then, I assume it's the right.
As in sinister in Latin.
Okay.
Sinister.
Right. So yeah, that's what... And we obviously have Vasilopta, the cake, with a coin in it.
Yeah, explain what the cake is.
I don't know if we have time for the whole background of the story, but basically we have this kind of cake, and on New Year's it has like the year on it, and you cut pieces, and there's a coin in it, and whoever gets the piece with a coin, is their lucky
That's
year.
their lucky year.
Yeah.
Which kind of, I feel a bit like unhappy for all of the other ones that don't get the coin. And particularly since, and when I've seen this in Greece, it's kind of like heavily manufactured so that normally the youngest person gets it.
Yes and no. I think as we get older, it's not as manufactured. But yeah, I just had a Zoom thing where I didn't get it. But
Oh, right. You mean had your virtual cake?
yeah.
Well, there we go. You better revise your vision board.
I might get more because everyone cuts like.
You could kind of like stack the odds and put lots of coins in.
That's not the point, though.
Because just one coin, one lucky person.
Well, it used to be that apparently a saint, like a bit like Robin Hood kind of scenario, how I remember it was that he returned coins back to people secretly by putting them in bread. And so I'm sure there was more than one coin, or maybe there was one coin in each bread for the family, so that's how it kind of stuck.
I didn't know that Robin Hood was Greek.
No, I'm saying like Robin Hood style.
Like giving to the poor.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, which is again another kind of Christmas-tide, 12 days of Christmas tradition, that the poor get their Christmas boxes, as in Boxing Day.
Why do we have fireworks?
But that's fairly
New
recent.
Year's kiss. New
Um,
Year's kiss.
well, again, I'm not really aware of the New Year's kiss.
I think it's just for romance, so you get love. So if you kiss someone.
But is that a Mediterranean thing? Because I don't think it's particularly an English thing.
I think I've seen it mainly in American films, actually.
Well, it's made up then for Hollywood then.
Maybe.
Yeah. The other thing, of course, is on New Year's Day, you're meant to wear something new. It's kind of like
something new.
Yeah, out with the old, in with the new. And so you're meant to wear something new. Of course you've got something new. You got a pair of socks new for Christmas.
But I already wore them.
Oh, well, we should have saved them.
I didn't know.
You can wear a pair of my socks.
But they're not new.
Yes,
Maybe
they are.
They're new to me.
No, they are new. Well, they aren't.
The
No,
ones
they are
that I
new.
got you. Okay.
No, Santa Claus got me them.
Yeah.
You mean you had a word with Santa Claus to get me socks? If that item of clothing has money in it, which is probably quite unusual for a sock,
Not unless I put money in it.
well, you could do, then that's meant to be better luck still.
So tomorrow I'm gonna stuff money in my knickers and underwear.
Well, have you got any new knickers there?
No, I should have known to go and buy at least like one pair of socks before we went into tier 4.
Bit late now.
Bit late now.
Yeah. You got nothing, you didn't get any clothes, did you, from Christmas? Well, you got a pair of socks, but you've blown that already by you've worn them. I think you'll just have to loan a pair of my socks.
Yeah, but they're not mine.
Yeah, but they're still new.
thing.
I think I've heard, I don't know if it's true. Maybe if you've heard of this, you can contact us and tell us whether it's true or not. In various villages and towns in Italy, on New Year's Day, they throw all the furniture and things from the household that they don't want out. They should throw that out onto the street.
Like Marie Kondo style.
Very possibly. And it's just a bit like, it's a kind of cathartic, just getting rid of.
I think we should do that. I say this easily
what?
because it's
Hang on
not
a
my
minute.
stuff to get
What?
rid
I was
of.
going to say, can you just confirm first what it is that you're actually intending to throw out of mine? So let me emphasize the of mine. Or maybe I should just open your bedroom window and do it from there.
I would say I don't have that much stuff in my room. Actually, I have, but I don't have a lot of storage in my room, which is why it looks like a lot of stuff.
But there's this notion of like getting rid of the old, bringing in the new.
I like that.
But the point is, not a point is, New Year is a relatively new invention anyway. What I mean by that is that New Year always used to be on March the 25th.
Really?
Until 1752.
Here we go, historian facts.
We've only had, in England and Wales, we've only had New Year starting on January the 1st since 1750.
Wasn't it like a Roman thing, though, before?
Oh, there's always a celebration, and that's, very much to do with the 12 days of Christmas. There's always a sort of celebration around the winter solstice and the period after the winter solstice. But New Year, as the new legal year, started on March the 25th, right up until, as I said, 1752. And what's curious is that, of course, we had an empire then, and we changed the date, but it didn't change simultaneously in different parts of the world.
That's confusing.
Yeah. In fact, of course, Scotland changed the new year much earlier than England and Wales. They changed their new year in, I think, 1600.
So how are we all synchronised again, then?
Well, I don't know. At some stage, we all just decided that we're going to have New Year.
How is that not messy with historical documents if they're all documenting other years?
Well, that is, of course, a point, because it may, if you look at, certainly English and Welsh historical documents prior to 1752, if it says like 1751, that might actually be February, if you see what I mean, of the previous year, because the year wouldn't change. And that's why sometimes you might see the date written as, say, 1665/6, which indicates it's the period between the 1st of January and the 25th of March.
I was not aware of this.
Well, now you are.
I've learnt 2 new things today.
Uh-huh. What's the other one?
About the saying that I already forgot. Something about a donkey. Pony.
Shanks's pony. I'm really worried about the fire. That really doesn't look good.
Yeah, apparently the other tradition that I've been made aware of today is that if you have a fire, it has to stay lit until the new year.
Yeah, if it goes out, it's bad luck.
Shut up, it's not. You keep giving me all these superstitions. I don't have new clothes. The fire's going out. You can't do this to me. I've made my vision
But you've got a
board.
vision board, so it doesn't matter.
You can light a candle. Light a candle.
Yeah, light a candle. Let's get a candle. Oh my god. Oh, have we got any candles in this house?
Yes, we have a lot. I was given a lot of candles this Christmas. 2351.
Oh my word. Oh, panic.
Shall I keep talking or?
Yeah, I'm lighting the candle and burning my fingers at the same time. Keep on talking.
Other than my vision board,
We have a candle.
we can reflect on this year, shall we?
Well, I'm sure a lot of people all around the world are reflecting on this year. Gosh, what a very difficult year for so many people.
What a year! What a time to
Who
be
would have
alive.
predicted this? I bet this wasn't on your vision board a year ago.
No, not quite.
Hmm.
Although in a funny way, I feel like I I don't know if it's because so much negative stuff happened all at once or one after the other, that I feel that I almost try and block bad stuff out or flip them on their head and see the positive of them. Even though there's a lot that you can't see the positive of. I feel like it's changed my mindset or my perspective of how to view stuff.
Which is good, because despite all the negativity that's people have had to endure over the last particularly 9 or so 10 months, as they say, every cloud has a silver lining. It's always good to try and look at the positive in things. And a lot of positive has, I think, come out of the unfortunate business of COVID.
2020!
Yeah. I think a lot of people have...
What would you say was your biggest accomplishment in 2020? Big or small?
My biggest accomplishment?
Small. Actually, we could do 3. I think it's very difficult to put one thing. You could do top 3.
Well, obviously you being here and us getting to know each other in a different way and in a better way, it has to be up there. And again, one of the things that's struck me is it's not exactly the kindness of strangers, but how we've been very fortunate during the lockdown periods to be surrounded by kind neighbours who have all looked out for one another, who have always been there for one another, always supporting people through these difficult times. And, that's been an absolute godsend, and it's been absolutely wonderful that's happened. It's brought a lot of people together. It's obviously kept people apart, and that's very sad, but it's also brought people together in a curious way as well, I think, in some instances. And I just feel sorry for those people that really have been isolated and have really struggled, and I'm sure many people have. But
how is that your accomplishment? You're blabbering on
I know.
into philosophical talk, which is all very nice, but I asked you your top 3.
Well, okay. Well, I gave you 2.
And I'm agreeing with everything you're saying, but you should have said it earlier during reflection time. Now I've asked you what your top 3, and you've said me being here, which again isn't exactly your achievement.
Well, it was my achievement putting up with you.
2, the kindness of neighbours, which again isn't your achievement.
I encouraged them.
And what's the third one?
There isn't a third one.
Global warming, which
Yeah.
again isn't your achievement.
Oh, yeah, but hang on a minute. There was that cure for world poverty. That must be in there somewhere. I just haven't told anybody about it yet.
Like the Grinch.
Indeed.
5 o'clock, solve world hunger. Tell no one. So what?
Hang on a minute. What? So what are your been 3 achievements?
I graduated from university.
Oh, yeah, okay.
With a 2-1, and I got a first on my dissertation, which was very big for me.
It was very big for you.
Yeah.
No, you were really pleased about that, and quite rightly
I
so.
released my first ever song, which if you had told me this a year ago, I would have laughed in your face.
Ha ha ha.
And thought, no, I could never do that. Me?
Yeah.
I'd never do that.
Nah.
So that's very major. And then obviously being here and getting closer with you, but that's not my own accomplishment. This is what I'm saying.
So basically what you're saying is that you've accomplished a lot and I've accomplished nothing.
No, I'm just trying to.
I got out of bed one day.
Oh, stayed alive.
Well, that is an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Well, because I've had health problems this year, which I would never have predicted at the beginning of the year, and I got through that, or I'm getting through that, so I guess that was an accomplishment.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. You've done good in work. You still have a job.
True.
Which is an accomplishment in this day and age, not to be taken for granted. You're healthy. You're looking after yourself. Have you learned anything new during lockdown? You attempted a puzzle?
Oh my God, don't mention that jigsaw. I am never doing a jigsaw again after that. I used to enjoy jigsaws. We tried to do a jigsaw during lockdown, and I used to enjoy doing jigsaws when I was young.
You tried to make crystals with a chemistry set?
No, hang on. You tried to make crystals with a chemistry set. I was the supervising adult. This was a chemistry set that was for people aged 8 to 10, I think it was. Maybe a little older than that. And I was the supervising adult.
Good. Yeah, I think it's a difficult... I think I had a bit of a, not meltdown, but a bit of a moment yesterday or the day before when, you know, a lot of people were posting on social media and posting all the successes and this and this and this. And I think, you know what? A lot of people don't mention their failures and, like, the times they had to, like, pick up and start again. Like, everyone likes to flaunt all the good stuff they've done, but not any of the, like, difficulties, which I think is quite and then if you feel like you haven't done something, it's very difficult sometimes to see that, oh my god, all these people have done all these things and I haven't done anything. Whereas sometimes what I've done and I don't acknowledge that I've done, to someone else, that is a lot.
Well, and also, again, reflecting on what you've just said, and by the way, it's going to be midnight fairly soon, you have to start the countdown soon. Yeah, it has been a difficult year, and certainly for me, you know, just literally keep on going every day. You know, when you kind of felt that you were sitting in front of a screen at the same desk, you know, like so many other people around the world, you know, it was actually quite difficult to get motivated to keep on going.
100%. Yeah, I agree. That's the thing, I think we don't give ourselves enough credit for even small things. You don't have to accomplish something major for you to be accomplished or, you know, give yourself a pat on the back. I think sometimes it's smaller things that we take for granted and minimize the value of. And
I mean, I think you're absolutely right, and particularly in the
1 minute.
Oh my god, is that all we've got? 1 minute.
I'm sorry to cut your good talk, but we've only got 1 minute. Are we putting a countdown or something from the radio?
Oh yeah, shall we do that?
Yeah. So you go do the radio and I can talk. You've got 30 seconds. I don't know how long you've got.
Oh my god.
So I hope that you take some time to reflect on even something that you might not think is an accomplishment. Staying alive, staying healthy, looking after yourself is all... Is it Happy New Year? Woo! Happy New Year, guys! Happy New Year! We didn't do a countdown.
Happy 2021, gorgeous.
Happy 2021, gorgeous.
For old acquaintance be forgot, for the sake of old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne. I'll take a cup of time, my dear, for the sake of old lang syne. I'll take a cup of time, my dear, for the sake of old mankind.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!